Hey man, I came to get down. So get out of your seat and jump around.
Yeah. Man, another show. I don't even know what day it is. What's it? Today Friday?
Yeah, I think it's Friday, man, or something like that.
Man,
you know when you're just two lazy bums like us, we don't keep up with a calendar.
Yeah. I figured last year was bad enough. I didn't want to buy a calendar this year. I ain't keeping track of it. See, just let me know when.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
None of it matters.
Yeah.
Hey, so thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah.
If you're new to the show, our shows are always brought to you by Fire Shield LLC and Advanced Systems.
Sure it is.
And you can check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and all that other good stuff with icing on top. Or cheese.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of cheese.
Yeah.
You know, today's holiday, and I don't know a whole lot. Usually I'm able to kind of talk about them and, you know, and maybe give a little backstory on them. I have no idea what today is. I just know it's National Cheese Doodle Day. So I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. I don't know if it's like a
National Cheese Doodling Day.
I don't know if that's, you know, who knows, right? So
hey, all I can say is if you're if you're wanting to get your cheese doodled, or you're wanting to doodle someone else's cheese, today would be the day.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, if you've been looking for, man, you know, I got all this doodling and no cheese to get it in, you know.
Yeah. Today.
You can today.
Yeah.
You know.
Legally, I suppose.
Yeah.
And with a celebration.
Yeah.
So it's almost like or what if, so we may have it wrong. It may be, what if you need your doodle cheesed? You know what I mean? So I don't know.
So I don't, you know, maybe somebody can let us know, but like, oh no, y'all, this is, back in the, the 1800s, and then when they were churning the butter and making cheese and skimming, and then they would, who knows?
Yeah,
I have no idea what this day is for.
Started doodling in it.
Yeah, so the kids were over there playing in it. Quit doodling in that cheese. So I don't know.
And I suppose it would be all types of cheese, right? Like you could do it in feta cheese.
Or Greta's feta.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know if I would doodle in blue cheese.
Heck no.
Because that may stink.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's all chunky. It's got It's
got that spoiled milk smell to it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Right. I'd heard. I was stationed with a buddy who said, I think he was from up north, and he'd mentioned, and I've never seen it down here, so maybe you're familiar with it, but it's called head cheese. You ever heard of that?
I have.
And he said, man, that is, he said it's 10 times worse smelling than blue cheese. And
head cheese.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I can tell you though, I was up in Wisconsin doing some training back before deployment, and now they do have some nice cheese up there. I mean, it's it's fresh.
Oh yeah.
It's that's good stuff up there. So them Wisconsinites or whatever they're called.
They got nice cheese.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd doodle the heck out of that cheese up there. It was so good. Right.
Hey, it could even be some, chapped elephant cheese.
Is that
horse chafe cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to put that on a biscuit.
Cottage cheese.
Yeah. So what to your heart's desire, today's your day to doodle your cheese or have your cheese doodled.
Yeah.
In any order, make it up as you go along.
And even at the same time. So there we go.
Yeah, as long as you can handle it. We don't want you passing out.
Yeah.
Because you're getting, double doodled or nothing.
So happy National Cheese Doodling Day, America.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as we did a survival item Tuesday. And we're going to do one today, which is, I think, is very important.
What's that?
Folks need to have this in all shapes and sizes, and in some way to sharpen them and this, that, and other, which would be hatchets and axes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can't survive without that.
No.
You never know when you may need to rear back and chop something down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's right, man.
You can get your firewood ready. You can make stuff.
Yeah.
And
turn it around the other way and crack somebody over the head with it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could protect your place with them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
now, do you like axes or do you like? I have a splitter.
Splitting maul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those too.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and possibly you might want to go ahead and grab some machetes.
Yeah.
And
machetes.
Machete.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
my wife, when I'm gone, she sleeps with one underneath her pillow.
Yeah. Mine too.
Machete.
We got Filipino wives.
Yeah.
So
shoot.
They'll mess around and cut you.
Yeah.
You
I have to text her and be like, hey, I'm pulling in the driveway. Hey, I'm coming through the door. Hey, get ready. She'll mess around and.
Hey, you slip up and mess around and get field dressed.
yeah, there ain't no. Let me just ease in the bed and surprise her I'm home. Heck no, not here. Right? You mess around and she's gonna call you the sheath.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be sheathed by a machete.
I'm pretty jumpy too, man. I've pulled a gun on my son one time when we were camping.
Hey, you can't say that.
Yeah, he got up to pee and didn't tell me about it, and so I hear something wiggling outside the door, and all I see is a shadow. Moon was bright that night. All I see is a shadow. So I thought somebody was trying to get in. So
yeah.
I pulled on him, man.
Yeah. I mean, did you give him some warning? Be like, hey, put that thing away.
No, he saw me because right when his head was poking in, he saw me doing like this, and he was like, Dad.
Oh my gosh.
It's me. I was like, oh man, I felt so bad. But then again, he may have handled up and started slinging me around. You know what I mean? Because he's at that size now.
Yeah, you wait too long. Them boys, they learn to outgrow you, and
he's big enough now to where if I go for a spanking, he might have different plans.
Yeah, you walk in his bedroom with a belt, and he's like, I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing with that, Dad?
Yeah, well, you think you're gonna whoop me today?
Yeah. Do my britches need to be held up, or I mean, what's going on? Yeah. Were you showing me that you had to add an extra punch hole to your belt? Get a little big.
Tuck your gut in.
Yeah.
Hey, look. So I wrestled him not too long ago, and
I like wrestling.
Yeah.
It's better than wrestling.
Yeah, that's the fake stuff.
That's the fake. Yeah.
But when you wrestle,
that's real.
It's on and popping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I grabbed a hold of him and realized he done got his man strength.
Yeah.
And
you're like, oh man.
And I think he's starting to outweigh me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I think I better have my mind made up when I grab him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, which brings us to our segment of It's All Fun and Games, right? So
until what?
It's all fun and games until you realize.
Yeah. You're now looking up at your son.
Your son, you may not be, your son may have different plans when you're going for a butt whooping.
Yeah, that's right.
When he squares off,
Yeah. I mean, we've all kind of, I guess we've all kind of been there. I mean, I know I was, growing up, you're like, you have, your dad or whoever raised you, whoever that father figure in the house was. Yeah. You see him in action sometimes, or you hear the stories, about, things he did when he was growing up.
Yeah.
And, you hear other people tell stories, but man, your daddy, man, and you're like, oh man, man, I probably didn't get till like my mid-30s till I was like, okay, I'd maybe sneak up behind him and hit him with a brick now.
He's in his 50s now.
Yeah, I'd maybe hit him with a car now. I feel safe enough to do that.
I may shoot him and then back.
Yeah, after I've grazed him.
Like that feller at the gas station the other day that when I got out on him, I don't know who was going to win, but he was going to know what I smelled like.
Yeah, you were going. Somebody's shirt was getting messed up at least.
I was going to mess that shirt up. He was going to be missing a button or two.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, hey, I don't know if he heard me, but I said, you'd rather try to shave a bobcat in a telephone booth than to fool with me.
Yeah.
I don't know how he felt about it. But
man, that's rough. I don't know if I'd want to shave a bob. Does it have to be alive?
Yeah.
Dang.
See, that's what I told him. He's like, whatever, you can't fight.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I probably can't fight. But don't come over here and find out that you can't fight either.
Yeah. Talking all that noise, you get over there and realize, man, I don't know what I'm doing, actually.
Whatever, speak up, I'll whoop you. I was like, yeah, you might whoop me. But there's going to be times during that fight you think I'm whooping you.
Well, I tell you what, though, with my age, though, it better be over in a hurry, because stamina ain't there, like it used.
I know it. I was telling people, our buddy Casey, that works up there in the Smith County.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling him the other day, he's like, hey, you need me to whoop anybody? He's like, I might. I said, well, pick out somebody I can get in the first 30 seconds, because after that, I ain't going to be no count.
Yeah, I'm going to be breathing heavy after about a minute,
And everything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway,
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin.
Yeah, man. Word to your moms, because I come to drop bombs. You know what I mean? For all you mothers that are out there, that was for you.
Yeah, we drop bombs.
Just for moms, though.
Yeah.
Not dads.
Yeah, dads don't get anything.
No, not until June. Dads, hold on, your month's coming. Okay, it's all about moms until then.
Everett.
Yeah.
Swallow some generics.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been getting a lot of feedback and participation on these trivia questions.
Yeah.
And what was it? Last week it was old Willie Possumberry that won. You remember he figured out
the chicken?
Yeah, he figured out that the most of the feathers were on the outside of a chicken.
Yeah, I would assume if not all of them.
Yeah, well, you never know. I ain't never looked inside one of them.
You never looked inside of a chicken?
Mm-hmm. I've never paid attention if any of them feathers were on the inside.
Okay.
Because every time I clean one, I got feathers all over the place on the meat and everything else. I don't know. Yeah. Might be some inside already.
Those could have been some inside feathers. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so today's trivia is, and this probably goes, there's no telling how old this question is or
saying
knowledge.
Or statement or yeah.
So, how many times have anybody heard, that's longer than a country mile?
Yeah. Right? Yeah. I mean, is that different than a city mile?
Regular mile? Like what, or, rural or city miles, are they different?
Yeah. Is that imperial? Is that,
Yeah, is it kilometers or?
Well, I mean,
what are we talking about?
I think that's dumber than I don't think it's a kilometer that's pick up.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Canadian mile. I mean, what? Them dang Canadians though.
So the question is, how long is a country mile?
Okay. So you think there's an actual distance to it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Now.
Yeah.
I know how long it is.
Now, so what answers are we not going to accept? Oh, it's a country mile.
Yeah, we're not.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. I'm only going to accept the right answer.
Yeah. I mean, we'll accept wrong ones. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But we're only going to call out who gives us the right one.
Yeah. So if you think you know, send your message to our Facebook page, our website, speakupandroy.com, our TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever you like. Send it on there and say, hey, I'm here to answer the question. And my name is this.
Yeah.
If you got it right, we'll tell about it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Good.
We forgot to, at the beginning of the show, to announce who our sponsor was today.
What? Well, we even talked about it. He'd sent us a message late. We told him we'd already kind of had the show planned out, and I know Frank is supposed to give us the lineup for the show.
Is he drunk again?
Like we're supposed to talk about. I mean, did you see him in there? He's all sleeping and stuff,
He was asleep.
Yeah, he's all slobbered in there, so he's still sleeping, right? So we had to turn the buttons on. So we usually get, hey,
we may even sound better.
We
today.
even get we get the, hey, here's your lineup. Here's what you guys need to talk about in this order. Make sure you hit this and hit that. Well, he didn't give it to us, so I'm glad that you remembered about the sponsor because it's not written on our paper that Frank was supposed to give us.
So our sponsor today is from Harry Hind Ends Taxidermy.
Okay.
Harry's Hind End Taxidermy.
Oh, okay.
And he really cheap. If you need a deer mounted or anything like that.
And we need one because that one that was down the road here, that's that was here right outside town. That one's gone now, right? So
yeah, something like that.
And I was wondering when we were going to get another one that would service us, more locally.
Yeah. Only thing about old Harry is he only mounts the hind end of the animals. See what I'm saying? Like you can't, you kill a big old buck where you're just gonna get the hind end mounted.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, what does he do with the?
I have no idea, but I went and looked in his shop. When he called us down there to get the sponsorship and all that, and his whole shop's
nothing but backsides and buttholes.
That's right. Yeah, he's good at it.
Yeah,
but that's just the
weird.
way it is.
I mean, so how are
No, he found his niche. You know what I mean? There's nobody else.
There's nobody else. So like when I was growing up, I'd have like my uncle or my grandfather. Have their buck mounted, and they would even go a little further, and you'd have the hooves, curled up, and they'd be a gun rack. They'd make a gun rack. Yeah. So I wonder what Harry does. Does he have like the back feet curled up?
No.
You gun rack. The gun is mounted under the butt.
I bet he could do whatever you wanted him to do. I saw a sheep in there yesterday. When I was in there, they had rubber boots on the back legs.
Yeah. How'd you know it's a sheep? Just from looking at that part.
Well, I could just tell the hind end of a sheep.
Oh, okay. Well, is that the one with the tail that goes up or down?
They don't even have a tail.
And then it's like Yeah.
It's like a bobtail.
Because you have like a lamb where the tail goes down and a goat where the tail goes up or something, or a sheep or something. Somebody told me that. Hey, how can you tell the difference? Or maybe it's a
lamb that don't have a tail.
I know the lambs have a chop.
They do?
Yeah.
Where's it located?
I know it's located on the spigot at Texas de Brazil because my daughter loves them. Right? Yeah, that's her go-to.
Yeah.
When we go to the old TDB.
Lamb chop from the old spigoto.
Yeah, right. So, except for right now, man, COVID's done messed everything up. Now you got to pay extra for the lamb chops at Texas de Brazil. That's some bull smurf, man.
Texas de Brazil.
Yeah. Hey, that's good stuff, man. Yeah. I mean, you can't be down there every day. You'll mess around and
you'll blow up. Good thing they ain't got.
Well, and then you'll go broke too. I mean, they're proud of what they got.
Yeah.
You said good thing they ain't got what?
Taters.
Well, they got them scallop potatoes, and boy,
ain't nobody eating them.
My daughter loves them.
You ain't got enough room.
Yeah.
Oh, so she does the scallops and the lamb chops.
Yeah.
Fills up on that.
And bowls of mushrooms and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't bad. Oh, it's so good, man. They got a lobster bisque soup up there.
Yeah. It's not a once a week type thing.
Heck no.
Every other month, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
hey, so our show is, we're growing in popularity, and starting to get a little more interactions and such. And
have you heard our show coming out of somebody else's vehicle yet? I was going to bring this up because I have.
You have?
Yeah, I was rolling through town probably, I think it was early last week, right? And I drive a lot with the windows down, right? So it was super early last week before Snowvid hit, right? So, and I had the window down, and a truck pulled up next to me, right? And it made me look over because I heard a familiar voice, right? I was like, oh man, hey, they're listening to the show. But what struck me, what got me curious when I looked, and they took off. Remember growing up, right? You had the single cab pickups, right? You'd have like a dude driving and like his girl sitting right beside him, right? She wouldn't be over by the door.
Yeah, the bench seats.
Yeah, so she'd be right there beside him in the middle.
That's old school, man.
Yeah, right. So it wasn't like that. Well, but it kind of was. It was, but it wasn't, right? So, and I'd never seen this, and I guess I applaud the what are we the
man? I'm scared of where this is going, man.
How we're progressing, right? Things are changing, right?
I guess.
Right? So it had the gal driving, And the dude was sitting in the
No,
middle.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, was she like way bigger than him?
Yeah.
Too? Oh,
Yeah.
look, she was a big old sow, and
She had her arm around him and
little
stuff.
scrawny dude sitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
But hey, man, times are changing.
That's
you
not,
know.
Hey, I wouldn't have said that because that kind of tells people what kind of people are listening to our show.
Yeah. They're great Americans. That's what it sounded. You know.
Hey,
They weren't afraid of what they had. He had found him a good old big one. You know.
and she found him her a big old good one, and here we go.
Yeah.
So hey, look, as long as they were happy, right?
They looked happy.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a, clothes baskets in the back, like they were heading up to the,
The laundromat.
yeah.
That's probably where he met that big old gal at.
Probably. I mean, that's where you meet the best ones.
You don't never see a skinny gal in a laundromat.
No.
It's always a big old
Ain't
sow.
nobody want no old skinny girl.
Yeah.
Shoot, man.
Hey,
It just struck me funny as
I think
seeing
that is funny.
because you just because everybody now has an extended cab pickup or
When we-
4-door, and
When
everybody
we grew up, everybody had a single cab, and you knew that was that guy's girlfriend.
Yeah.
You knew not to mess with her when she was riding shotgun.
Now, if she was sitting over by the door, that could have been, that's
His
maybe
sister.
his cousin or his sister, or
Yeah.
or something like that. But when she
or
was
his buddy's girlfriend.
when she was eased over in the middle,
Mm.
especially if the dude drove a stick shift and she had to straddle the shifter,
Oh man, yeah, that was the best. He could have had jazz hands.
yeah.
She
She's
could have been
like, why is it so
skiing."
hard to get in fourth? Calm down, girl. Yeah. Sometimes I gotta grind it before I find it.
Hey, move your leg a little bit. Let me get.
Yeah.
Trying to get in reverse right here.
Yeah. Right.
Hey man.
Man, that was the best.
Yeah. Well, hey, so as long as the show's growing, we're gonna keep adding segments.
Yeah.
Right? That makes
Yeah.
So we've decided to for the weekend on our Fridays, we're gonna include a pickup line segment.
Yeah.
Right? For all you guys out there that are in the game still.
It ain't always got to be guys, right? I mean, it could have been, whoever wants to use this line
Well, yeah, I guess so, but I'm not gonna know many pickup lines for females.
to pick up dudes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
You're
know
not gonna-
lines to pick up, dude. Because really, you don't need a line. It's not hard to pick up.
All you
a
got to
dude.
do is say, "Sup, dude," and he's like, "Yes, okay, let's go."
Yeah, girls don't have.
Hey, what's your name?
They don't need pickup lines. Right?
No, they are the pickup
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Their pickup line is their beauty.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
There you go. They don't have to say a word.
Or their booty.
Yeah. Yeah. But donk. If they got junk in the trunk,
Yeah. Right.
it's not going to be hard for them.
Yeah.
But for the guys, there's some ugly son of guns out there, man, and they need some help.
Yeah. I mean, folks looking like they were hit with a bag of nickels when they were growing up.
Yeah. And we're not talking about, I mean, I don't know, if you want to pick up a gal that's got hail damage on the back of her legs and, this, that, and other, you may need this. But it's probably not going to be for her.
Can you use these at the laundromat?
Possibly.
Okay.
I'd like to know what that little fella used to pick up that gal that you saw at the gas station.
Yeah.
Down there at the Snag-a-Bite.
Yeah.
But, so we're going to give our first pickup line today.
And we're going to do one a Friday, right? So
One every Friday so you guys can use it for the weekend.
yeah, you hear it. If you need to write it down, right? You listen to the show right before you're heading out, after you showered up and you're throwing on your Brood or your Old Spice or whatever you're doing, right? And you listen to it. It's like it's like that motivational speaker. You just keep listening to it. You're gonna psych yourself up. Yeah.
The night before you're good, the day before
Yes.
you're going to just practice it in the mirror, while you're getting ready and this, that, I'm going out tonight. Mm-hmm. Right? Hey, girl.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah. All right. So let's hit them with this week's.
Yeah. So, I really don't know the approach of it, but it's going to be something as
Well, I'm sure you don't want to just sneak up and
you don't sneak up and go, "Rawr," gotcha. No, but you basically want to tell a girl, right? Look, hey, I know I'm ugly, but handsomeness is only a light switch away.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So
I mean, you're letting them know that, I mean, what you see ain't always what you have to get. You know what I mean?
You're letting them know that right off the bat, I'm down, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm down. I know I'm ugly.
I know.
But if you turn that light switch off,
I know that I'm sniffing a 2.5 up here, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when that, when you click it off, that's when I turn it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, and clean up, guys, too. Don't go out there partying, doing whatever, all dirty.
Yeah. You just climbed off the rig.
Yeah.
Right.
Just got done welding. Hey, hand me a beer. I'm going out.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you got all them slag boogers on your shoes.
Yeah. If you're ugly, cologne helps a lot.
Yeah. Easy, but don't go crazy to where as soon as you open the door, they can smell you walking in.
Yeah. You smell like BO and champagne and cologne mixed together.
Smell like desperation and white rain.
If you just come off the rig, you smell like bagreasel with a hint of wintergreen skull.
Yeah. Yeah, let's clean up, man. I mean, make yourself presentable the best you can.
Yeah. Yeah, clean up your beard a little bit.
Yeah, clean up your beard, trim it up a little bit. Let's brush our teeth this week,
Let's look like we care a little bit.
Yeah, because if you're showing somebody and your intention is to maybe leave with them or whatever, and they look at you and you don't look like you even care about yourself, they're not going to give you not a second thought, right?
Yeah, if you don't care about yourself, you dang sure ain't going to care about them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just saying. I mean, and look, and also...
And have some confidence, too, you know what I mean? Don't go in there and be like...
Don't be all shaky and be like, I was just wondering...
Would you want to...
I was just wondering if you could... be gagging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have some confidence. Look her straight in the eye.
Yeah, sack up, fellas.
Sack up and look her dead in the eye. Look into her soul.
Yeah.
And tell her, I know I ain't good looking, but you can hit that light switch and change everything.
And we can get cooking. Yeah. So there you go, right?
Yeah.
Good job, fellas.
There you go.
Hey, you can do it.
Hey, and if you use it, whether it works or not, we're pretty sure it will.
Yeah. If it doesn't, it's you, though.
Send us a message and let us know how it went.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got shot down, it's because of the delivery.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Not the message.
Yeah.
Right.
We're telling you what to do. If you just got to do it right,
Yeah. I mean, it's worked for us. I mean,
yeah. I've used it.
I look like I got kicked in the face by a left-legged mule, So
I've used it 37 times, just that one line.
Yeah, last week
at the same snagabout within an hour.
I got on the loudspeaker. Boom, boom. Hey, y'all, listen up.
You chicks dig ugly, guys. Y'all believe in that light switch
with low stamina. Right.
We can turn the lights off, I promise. With low stamina. This won't take long. Oh, man.
Shoot.
We're horrible, man. We're horrible.
Right.
So anyways, you got anything else for today?
No.
Right.
But hey, I hope that line works, and I want to see you riding in the middle of her truck too. Take a selfie of y'all.
Yeah, it's 2021, riding her truck.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, just like, hey, girl, you drive. You know what I mean?
Tell her, say, look, I ain't got no money. I'm ugly. We gonna ride in your truck. You gonna pay the dinner bill. And the only thing I ask is you turn that light off.
If you want to.
If you want to.
I mean, because I prefer them to stay on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a perfect 10 when that light goes out.
Yeah. So,
anyways, hey, y'all remember, have fun with your cheese doodling.
Yeah.
And
be safe this weekend, right? And we'll, let's, somebody answer that question. You know what I mean? That country mile. Let's get that figured out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if your son's younger and bigger than you, you might want to rethink getting that whooping going.
Yeah. Get a new strategy.
Yeah. Remember to get your hatches and your axes and splitting maws and machetes.
Machetes.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, if you killed an animal, want it mounted.
Yeah.
Take it down there to Harry Hind Ends Taxidermy.
Yep. Did he not leave his phone number? I guess not.
No, we're not.
I bet you can look him up on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, that's what we don't give out numbers and stuff because if people really care, they're going to write down.
They're going to make the effort to find
and
them.
they're going to go to Google.
Yeah,
because they might want to know more. Like, I want to look at his website. I want to know what his address
his
is.
reviews.
Yeah,
maybe see some of his pictures he's posted,
stuff like that.
Before I waste my time going down there and just looking at a bunch of backsides and buttholes, let me see how they look on the interweb.
I'm telling you, you go down there, you change your mind.
Something else.
Like, I ain't getting no hind end.
Man, that's dumb.
But he makes them really nice, really pretty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, and don't forget, use your pickup line this weekend. You might get your chance to doodle in some cheese. So.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
So, anyways, hey, y'all, let the Lord be the focus and handle up.